All jokes are jokes, but it is quite possible. As late as 1653, newspapers covered the abundant rainfall of frogs that a hat setup was filled to the top in 3 minutes. And in 1883, August 3, the Decatur Daily Republican wrote, Cairo, Illinois, August 3, early yesterday morning the decks of the ship Success and Elliott, at the mouth of the Mississippi, were completely covered with small green frogs about an inch long, which fell with the rain during the night. The whole port came alive with the movement of the slimy creatures, and the lights of the lanterns were obscured by the sheer number of them. The phenomenon, although known, has not yet been explained and is causing controversy about it. And this is not the only case. It happens all over the world in different climates, though the qualitative composition of precipitation is very diverse. After the frogs in popularity is the fish. Fish also fall, just like frogs, in a huge torrential downpour. In 1984, 6 huge flounders even fell like snow on the head in London. They were found alive in the streets of the city, and then kept until their old age in a museum. England has long been accustomed to strange weather. In Croydon in '98, tiny pinkish frogs with almost transparent skin fell out. They probably didn't cause much trouble for passers-by, unlike the 3 tons of crabs, barnacles, and shells that poured from the sky in Worcester on May 28, 1881. In Bristol in '56, pennies and halfpennies fell from the sky for 2 minutes. No one knows how much money fell, but the children hummed the song Pennies from Heaven for a long time afterwards. In Iowa, residents found many unopened cans of soda that had been transported by an unknown force 150 miles away from the lemonade factory. Theories that tornadoes were involved were the most likely from the start. But it begs the question, do the tornadoes agree to go through and pick all the herrings, or even all the Anthornavka, and then dump them in a certain place? Most likely, this is because objects with the same weight rise into the sky in the same way and fall from there in the same way. Winds are known to be capable of the most incredible things. A tornado can carry an anvil as far as several hundred miles as a fluff. Once a huge amount of sand fell on London, which forecasters showed the wind had brought from Sahara. One Englishman witnessed an entire pond, along with algae and all the inhabitants, being lifted into the air by a tornado. 3 miles away, all that botany landed on the cricket field. And this is far from the limit. Apples and chestnuts also fell out, and unidentified slime. This was in the US. The government assumed it was jellyfish remains. They were testing explosives in the ocean, ice 52 years old. They thought it formed on the wings of planes, but not in 52 years. Yes, what nature isn't capable of. But honestly, it's hard to believe that the wind alone is involved in all this.